Previously on All My Children.
I hope that we can have a baby, but for right now, I'll let it go.
You want to give Colby's stem cells to Dimitri?
Adam, they could save his life.
There can be a DNA problem with me or Liza.
Tests will have to be run, which could prove to be very interesting.
Well, how nice to see you with your feet on the ground.
You heard.
A talk show host parachuting into a brunch at the Chandler estate tends to be news in these parts. You all right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Really fine. I just, other than a bruised ego and a few splinters, I'm okay.
That's not the reason you're here.
No. Hayward's seeing Dixie. He's making sure that her heart wasn't strained by the miscarriage.
Or perhaps by the stress of seeing her husband jump out of an airplane. I do hope we're not going to see a repeat performance of that.
Dad, I didn't jump. It was an accident. In any case, I'd skydive into Chandler's Terrace every day of the week if I thought I could convince Dixie not to get pregnant again. I can't help it. I just don't think I can go through it a second time. Worrying about every minute of the day, her health, her life.
Some men would just talk to their wives.
I wanted to make an impression.
And did you?
Yeah. After she threatened to kill me with a letter opener and made me promise never to do anything stupid again, she agreed to put off having another baby.
She did. That's a wise decision.
Maybe now things will get back to normal.
Well, nobody deserves that more than you two.
Just imagine. Now our biggest problem is deciding what to have for dinner, what video to rent. I just hope and pray she's as happy about it as I am.
We're all finished.
And?
Your heart is fine. There's no indication of any damage from the miscarriage. Just follow the regimen that I set out for you, and there shouldn't be any problems.
Okay, I will.
Usually when I give good news to a patient, they're relieved. Are you okay?
If my heart is healthy, why does it hurt so much?
All right, so you confirm my reservations and the limo to the airport?
You're all set. Your itinerary for the International Women in Publishing Convention is right here with your tickets and all the info you need.
That's terrific, thanks. Oh, you know what? Would you reschedule my lunch with Beth Ward? I totally forgot about it. Sometime next week should be good.
Okay.
Also, I'm expecting a piece from a new writer, a bio, and Frida Kale. Overnight it to me so I can check it out.
Will do.
And
anything else?
No, I think barring any emergencies, everything should be fine here. All right. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate everything. Oh, hi, Aunt Phoebe. It's Brooke. I'm leaving the office as we speak. You're not there, so I'm just going to say goodbye.
Don't bother to leave a message, my dear. I'm right here.
Hi. Why? What are you doing here? Is everything all right?
Everything's fine, dear. I just have to ask you something.
You came all the way over to the magazine just to ask me a question?
Because I need to see the whites of your eyes when you answer.
Okay. Fire away.
For the life of me, I can't understand why a clever woman like you is wasting her life.
Leave Liza alone.
Imagine how violated she's gonna feel when she finds out that you manipulated the conception of her child for your own advantage.
You have an overactive imagination, you know that?
You switched your sperm with Jake Martin's, and you impregnated Liza without her consent or knowledge.
That's a very provocative theory. But even I couldn't pull off something so convoluted.
Oh, Adam, you don't have to be so modest. I have proof.
Don't do it.
Adam, we discussed this. Jake and I are giving Colby's cells to Dimitri.
You can't go through with it.
I thought this was settled.
It is settled, Adam. This is not your decision to make.
We're running out of time, Adam.
Mr. Chandler, Dimitri is in a coma. We need immediate consent if we're going to do anything to help him.
You have no reason to be here.
You want a reason? I'll give you a reason. I won't let you.
What are you doing?
I'm protecting Colby.
You're out of line, Chandler.
No, not where Colby's concerned. It looks like I'm the only person here who's really concerned about Colby's welfare.
How can you say that?
Liza, we agreed to save her stem cells for her protection. What if she needs them someday?
Adam, you and I have already gone over this. Not all of her cells are going to be used.
Right. I assure you there will be enough left over for her future use.
Well, who can look into the future? What if she gets seriously ill and needs those stem cells? And what if there aren't enough?
Adam, please.
And what about you and I and our family? What if we need them? What if we need them? Why give her cells away to somebody outside our
Dimitri
family?
will die if he doesn't get this treatment.
And we're being asked, Colby is being asked to give away something that cannot be replaced.
If it was Stewart, okay? If it was Stewart, and you had the power to save him, wouldn't you do everything, no matter how costly or experimental?
Adam, you're being irrational. This is of no risk to Colby.
Colby, our daughter, would want to help somebody.
Not with so much at stake.
There is nothing at stake. Would you just give me the form? This is none of your business. Give it to me.
I can't do that.
Whoa. You know what? Liza and I are Colby's parents. We've already made the decision. If you don't like it, security can show you the door.
Tad and I decided to put off getting pregnant again.
Okay. And why is that?
Well, Tad mostly. You know, he was so scared about what happened this last time. And you know, even when he was excited and happy about the baby, he just was so afraid. And I love him so much. I don't want to put him through that kind of pain again.
Well, I can see that would be a real sacrifice for you. But you know, Dixie, there are no absolutes. There could be medical advances in the near future that would help make your pregnancy safer. That should bring Tad around.
Well, I know it's a good decision. For a lot of reasons. It just doesn't feel so good.
Well, I'm no OBGYN, but you're probably still feeling the effects of hormonal surges. It'll take some time.
Can you tell me how much time it'll take to get used to the idea of never getting pregnant again?
Well, I thought you were postponing, not abandoning the pregnancy.
I told Tad that I would put off thinking about getting pregnant for now, but I know that he hopes that it'll never happen. You know, because of the risk.
Now, how do you feel?
It just isn't easy. Ted's tried so hard, you know, to be understanding, but I know that he's relieved, you know, because of this decision. I don't think he'll ever really understand or feel the loss, you know, the way I do.
And she didn't decide this because you scared her.
No. But it certainly changed the nature of the argument. It was the only way I could think of to show Dixie how it feels to have somebody you love put their life on the line.
Well, I know how much she's dreamed having your baby. It was a huge sacrifice for her.
I know. so how am I going to make it up to her?
Love her. Try to understand how much she's giving up.
Wasting my life.
It's a mystery to me. Look at you. I mean, you have beauty, brains, business savvy, a wonderful family, friends.
Gee, that sounds pretty good to me. I'm just trying to figure out where the wasting my life comes into that.
Where do you spend most of your time?
Here.
When was the last time you spent money on sexy lingerie?
A while.
And where are you going?
I'm going to a conference on women in publishing.
Oh. You see?
No.
Oh, what a dreary way to spend this wonderful, lovely September week.
Well, I don't happen to think so. I think it's going to be a fascinating seminar. I think it's going to be wonderful networking, interesting people.
And not a single man in sight.
So that's where this is leading. Okay, all right. Are you actually saying to me that a woman is unfulfilled unless she has a man? Because shame on you.
If you tell me that your career is enough, I'm going to scream.
I am very happy with my life.
Maybe you are right now, darling, but in a few years you're going to have to get very serious. You're not getting any younger, you know.
What do you want me to do? Trap a man as part of my retirement plan?
Of course not. But you need someone to cuddle with at night.
They snore.
Well, for companionship.
And they hog the remote control, so.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, get serious, dear.
Well, I can't believe that you're serious. I mean, this attitude, it's completely retro.
Hello, ladies. Phoebe, always a pleasure. What brings you here?
Oh, darling, you're just in time.
Oh,
Talk
what?
some sense into her, Jackson.
Oh, I think that one's got sense already. She's got sensitivity, a sense of humor, and the most sensational little... Sorry.
Oh, well, I've just been trying in my old-fashioned way to tell her that every woman needs a man.
Well, Phoebe, I couldn't agree with you more.
See?
Well, of course women need men. Where would you be without us?
I beg your pardon.
Phoebe, I know you know this, but for your sake, Brooke, there are certain things that only a man can provide.
Oh, well, please, tell us.
Well, we fix the things that leak. We fix the things that squeak. We open the pickle jars. We grill the burgers. We change your flat tires.
You see?
We leave our clothes right where they drop on the floor. We won't ask for directions. We'd rather be lost. We hog the remote.
Oh, I believe I already mentioned that.
And they always leave the seat up. You're aware of that. Shall I go on?
No, darling. Thank you very much. Very amusing, but not quite the point I was trying to make.
Oh, believe me, the point has been made.
But not taken. Well, I tried. Now, I do hope you have a good time, dear, on your convention with all of those dreary business women. But kiss me goodbye now. This conversation is not over.
I didn't think it was.
Oh, good.
All right.
You ready to
Be
go?
good.
You have fun, sweetheart.
All right.
Thank you, dear.
Mwah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go.
Look at this. Bye, Phoebe.
Oh, boy. Well, should I thank you or should I apologize for running interference with my aunt?
I think you should thank me. That way I can tell you what a pleasure it was to come to your defense in that way. But, Brooke, I gotta tell you, I mean, just you and me talking here, I think your Aunt Phoebe has a point.
Not you, too.
You may not feel it right now, but you really are in great shape.
Thanks, David.
You know, it's really starting to be a pain in the neck having to thank you every 15 minutes for taking such good care of my wife.
Well, I appreciate it. Our heart's fine, by the way.
So how are we going to keep it that way?
If you don't mind, I've actually already heard this part, so please excuse me.
So, how are you?
I am fine, and I'm going to be fine.
That's wonderful. I hope you weren't too scared by Mr. Tad's skydiving stunt.
So crazy. I hope you gave him a good talking to.
You're his heart. He listens to you.
I just can't believe he would do such a crazy thing, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes the chicken suit proposal seem almost normal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm afraid after I found out that he was okay, I really, really gave it to him.
Good. He deserved every word of it.
I mean, who goes to such extremes to prove their love?
You do. Dad told me you're going to wait before trying another pregnancy.
Oh. Well, I love Ted, you know. I would do anything for him.
Just don't think he's making light of this. He knows how much you're giving up, and he loves you all the more for it. There's no need to call security.
Fine, then give me the form.
There's just one thing. One small thing. Why Colby? There have to be other sources.
Well, yes, of course there are, but we don't have time to find another donor.
Every second counts.
Use my contacts. I could connect you with stem cells from anywhere in this country.
We don't have time to conduct a search, much less argue with you.
We won't even know whether Colby's cells can help Dimitri until we run the tests.
What tests?
Tests. We need to run DNA tests and blood tests, among others.
DNA tests. Will they be done here on the premises?
Yes, downstairs as soon as we get that form to the lab.
And what then?
Well, assuming that Colby and Dimitri are compatible, the cells will be taken to Seaview Hospital. It is a long shot, but it's the only chance we have, Mr. Chandler.
I don't want Colby to be part of a
For
long...
God's sakes, Adam, just give us the form and
I will not
go.
be dismissed! Somebody has to stand up for Colby.
Don't be absurd. Nothing is going to happen to Colby. You cannot make the decision.
Look, I won't allow this. You're doing something that may harm Colby in the future.
Adam, why are you acting like I would do something to harm the welfare of my own daughter?
You wouldn't do it intentionally, sweetheart. You're trying so hard to save one human being, you may risk the life of another.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's the right thing to do.
Yes, it was. It was an easy decision to make.
I'm going to make a couple of phone calls, see if I can push this along.
How dare you?
So just continue to follow the diet and exercise plan I outlined earlier, and
Okay, I will, to the letter.
you got a minute?
No. Look, I catch you guys.
Wait a minute. What's got you so fired up?
You don't want to know.
So the meeting's over? The medical matter worked out?
Yes, we're going ahead with the procedure. If Colby's DNA is compatible with another patient's, we might be able to save somebody's life.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whose life are you saving? What does Colby have to do with it?
The family wants privacy, so I can't really talk about it, but the bottom line is her stem cells might be used to keep a patient alive.
And so, as a doctor, it upsets you to save someone's life?
No, it's Adam.
Adam, what's he done?
Well, I was signing these consent forms to donate the cells. He comes bursting through the doors, ranting and raving about protecting Colby.
Why am I not surprised?
So we tried to convince him that nothing was going to happen to Colby. I mean, obviously, nothing would happen to Colby, but he wouldn't have anything of it. He takes the consent forms out of my hands, and I thought he was going to rip them up.
But you signed them anyway?
Yeah, I got them back from him. I signed them. Liza signed them.
So they're conducting the DNA test today?
Yeah, the forms went straight down to the lab. I signed on as an admitting physician just to speed things up.
If you'll excuse me, I have a patient that's going to be in need of my attention very shortly.
I'm such an idiot. He almost lulled me into believing that he was accepting me as Colby's father, but...
You know, is this the first time a major issue has come up regarding Colby with you and Adam?
Yeah, I guess. Why? What are you driving at?
I just knew that kinder, gentler Adam was too good to be true.
What was that all about? Didn't I make it clear to you that you had no part in this decision?
I lost it. I'm sorry. I'm just so concerned about Colby's welfare.
Well, you made it abundantly clear that you think I'm not.
No, I wasn't saying that.
No, I'll tell you something. I remember the day that you chose to accept Jake as Colby's father, and I was so proud of you. I was shocked, but I was proud because you decided to put your love for Colby ahead of your ego. You did what was right for Colby that day. And I believed that you had changed, and obviously I was wrong.
I have changed.
No, you haven't. Anytime things get out of control, you get frustrated, the old Adam just rears his ugly head, and he's issuing orders and he's passing judgments.
You're overstating this.
No, not with the performance you just gave.
I've apologized. Can't we just leave it at that?
It's not that simple.
I swear I will never lose my head over Colby again.
Adam, it's not just about Colby, it's about you. You have got something going on with you, and I don't like it.
We need this processed immediately.
There's a system. I'm on my break. I've got a few tests ahead of yours. I'll get to it later.
My brother is not going to die because you have to take a break.
Sir, we have procedures here.
Goddamn procedure. Do it now.
You know, for your information, my Aunt Phoebe is way off the mark, as are you. I do not need a man. I barbecue a mean burger.
Sure you do.
Excuse me, charbroiled on the outside and juicy and pink on the inside.
Look, I don't doubt you. It's just you would have to prove that for me to believe it.
Oh, is that a dare?
Well, if I call it a date, that'll seem sexist. But I can say, honestly, that I have never, ever had a burger that was grilled by a woman.
Well, then, I guess I'll just have to enlighten you upon my return, won't I?
I can't hardly wait.
You know, this is odd.
What's that?
Well, I haven't heard from Edmund, and he hasn't come to the office at all today. I left a couple of messages. I just, hope everything's okay.
Well, I'm sure if it wasn't okay, you'd hear from him.
No. Well, I'm sure you're right. No.
Now, I know this is pushing the acceptable levels of man-woman discourse, but I was wondering, is there a phone number at which you might be reached in case, Edmund should call, of course?
Well, my secretary has all my numbers.
I'm sure she has.
I'm sorry.
For what?
Oh, for Aunt Phoebe sort of ambushing you like that. So, are we still pals?
Absolutely.
Good.
But I'm not going to engage in any of this typical male-female behavior stuff,
What? What male-female behavior?
You were just about to kiss me goodbye.
I was not.
You sure were.
Well, all right, yes, I was, but I was kissing you, Jackson. I wasn't just kissing some, male person.
I'd feel much better.
Oh, in your dreams.
Sweetheart, my daughter is about to become part of some experiment. You must be able to understand why I'd be a little irrational.
No, I know you, and I know how you operate, and something is definitely up.
I swear to you, it's just a matter of an overprotective parent. That's all it is. I promise you, it won't happen again. Now, darling, I would love to stand here and recite all my excellent qualities, but I'm late for a board meeting, so we'll talk about it tonight. I love you.
The way that you love is frightening.
Liza.
Adam, you love Haley, and she's a virtual prisoner in your home.
No, she's not. She's free to come and go as she likes. I'm trying to protect her from Mateo.
Protect her. You use this word protect, and I honestly believe that you believe it. But it's about control. And I think it's serious. I begin to doubt you.
You're making too much of
No, you get possessive and you have to hold the reins on everybody and everything. And you crush the love right out of people. You ruin the love that they have for you. You did it with Haley. You did it with Sky. And for God's sakes, Junior.
I'm trying to do better with Colby.
Oh, today was a shining example. But it's not just about Colby. It's about us.
Look, I really have to go. I'm sorry.
Adam, first time that we were married, you crushed the love right out of us. You didn't let me love you because you were so hell-bent on control. And I'm not going to let that happen to us.
You won't.
I need more than your promises.
Look, I do have to go. I'm sorry.
I need your help.
You've got it.
I want us to work on it together.
You've got that. You've got it. We'll talk about it tonight. I promise. I will prove to you that I am not a tyrant. I love you.
I mean, trust me, you have got to get the upper hand now while Colby is still a baby, because it's only going to get worse from here.
I can handle it.
Well, maybe you... Well, can Colby handle it?
I'll protect her.
How? Maybe you won't be able to. I mean, trust me, the worst thing Adam did to me was try and turn Junior against me. I mean, what kind of father does that to his own child?
So, what? How do you suggest that I handle Adam?
You have got to let Adam know that you are Colby's father, okay? That she is not a Chandler.
When he accepted me as Colby's father, part of me knew something was up. But everything was fine. I mean, for the first few months.
No, Dixie's right. You can't let him fool you.
Yeah,
Listen, if he's pretending to be a nice guy, that's exactly when you got to start keeping your eye on him.
Exactly. You know, he's so smooth. He even had a social worker convinced he was Mr. Nice Daddy, and Haley had to set him straight.
Jake, trust me, okay? No matter how much he seems like he's reformed, there's only one thing he cares about. That's winning. And it doesn't matter whether it's in business or with his children.
Thanks for the reminder.
Monty, may I call you Monty? I'm Dr. Devane, and you're going to have to forgive Mr. Gray here. Excuse me. His brother, you see, is my patient over at Seaview Hospital. He's in a coma, and it is critical that Colby Martin's cells be tested as soon as possible. I'm sure you understand the urgency of the matter, do you?
Why didn't you say so?
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't get the chance. Now, Dr. Jake Martin has signed these. I think he's authorized the
It
test.
looks like everything is fine. I'll get to it right away.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. I know you're on your break.
How long will it take?
As long as it takes.
Fine. Thank you.
Thanks for stepping in there.
Well, it was either that or I was going to throttle him myself.
All right, what do we do now?
Now's the worst part. We wait. There's nothing we can do until these cells are tested.
I'm gonna get you some tea. Wait in the sun porch.
Yeah, that'd be great. I can check in with Dr. Silver.
Hello, son. Jake?
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, it's Dad. Gee, a minute I thought I'd become invisible.
Sorry.
What's happened?
I just had a little run-in with Adam. I don't want to bore you with the details, but he accused me of putting Colby in a risky situation, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the weird thing is he was going out of his mind. I mean, he's practically foaming at the mouth.
That's extreme, even for him.
No, it's not. It's just he's been getting more and more possessive with her. I know that she lives with Adam, and I can only love her as much as I can, but I can't change the fact that she goes to bed and wakes up every day under his roof. I've told you this 1,000 times, but I never knew what to expect to be a father. You know, I expected to love her, of course, but she just, I don't know, she changes the way I look at even the smallest things.
Kids can do that.
Just the other day we had this picnic in the park, and some of the leaves are coming off the trees now, and they're floating to the ground, blowing all around, and I don't notice these things, but there she was sitting there, pointing and laughing at the leaves. So I sat down there with her and looked at them, and it was beautiful.
You know, it's all new to them. But you're right. Watching little kids react to some things that's perfectly ordinary to us makes us look at them in a new way, and it all becomes fresh all over again to us. I can even remember when you had your first peach.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, bliss, bliss.
It was a leaf. Imagine her smiling and feeling that way about a leaf. What kind of impact is a guy like Adam Chandler going to have on her?
Yes, well, you're right to be concerned.
So I take her home, back to Liza like I usually do. And that I miss her. But now I'm starting to worry about her. I want her at home with me. I want to hear her cry. I want to be there when she wakes up in the morning.
I know how you feel. You know, your mom and I used to go in your room at night and we'd just watch you sleeping and just listen to your breathing.
Such a modern father. Yeah. I guess the pop and mom old-fashioned route is probably the better way to go.
Oh, gosh, I'm not saying we're old-fashioned, are you?
And damn proud of it. I want Colby to have that. And she can have it as long as she's living at Adams. I want to know that she's safe. I want to know that she's happy. I just don't know. How do I do it?
You keep fighting. Because I'll tell you, if I had my way, Adam would be stripped of any right to Colby.
Really?
Yeah, really. Our kids are so precious. They're so fragile. We owe it to them to give them as good a start in life as we can. In this case, believe me, it means shielding Colby from Adam's influence.
I know. I'm with you.
Well, look. Sooner or later, he's going to try one scheme too many and it's going to backfire. Or he's going to try once too often and manipulate somebody in the family. And Liza's going to see him for what he is.
I hope so. I hope that I can get her out of that warped house Adam calls a home life and into a safe, loving environment.
Believe me, that would be the most wonderful gift you could give your daughter.
I'd do anything to give that to her.
Well, not anything, I hope. I hope you're not including jumping out of an airplane.
Dad, I'm the sensible son, remember?
Oh.
And you're the wise guru.
Well, you give Colby a kiss for me.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll give her 3.
It's going to work out. Okay.
Thanks, Dad.
It'll work out. It will.
Here for a second.
What?
Just come here.
Okay.
Do you know how much I love you?
Apparently enough to fall thousands of miles out of a plane down to the earth.
Yeah, and that's just for starter.
That's pretty tough to top.
You did it. You topped it. By agreeing to put off having a baby for me. I feel like the most loved man on the face of this planet.
Well, loving you and the boys has made that decision much easier.
Well, I just want you to know that I realize that things haven't been really fabulous for you lately. And I think it's time we did something about that.
What'd you have in mind? Another visit from the Great Martini?
The big martini.
Oh,
Something better.
something better.
Something better.
I don't know if I could handle you going over Niagara Falls in a barrel, Tad.
It's a good idea. I had something a little more sedate in mind, but just as exhilarating.
Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
No. If I tell you, it'll ruin the surprise.
Come on, tell me. Give me a hint.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint just as soon as I figure out what it is.
You're kidding me.
No, you gotta give me time. I can't whip something up like that.
Sure you can.
No, I can't. In the meantime, what do you say? You and I celebrate by going out and having a really nice, healthy smoothie.
A smoothie, huh? You know how I love those smoothies.
Yes, you're buying. Yes. I think I'll have a prune smoothie.
I can use this one here. Dr. Silbert, please. Hi, it's me. Yeah, how is he? Right. Can you check that for me again? Thank you.
What did he say?
Dimitri's blood pressure has dropped. His white cell count is way off, and his breathing is very shallow.
He's failing. Where are you going?
I'm gonna light a fire under Monty's bum.
Wait. You said yourself, there's nothing we can do to hurry the process.
I know, I can't stand this waiting, though. I mean, what if the cells are incompatible, and we've left it too late?
We'll deal with that if we have to. For now, we wait and pray.
Let's go to Seaview Hospital. I can make arrangements for the treatment, and then when we get the results, we'll be closer to Dimitri.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm sure you can. I'm Adam Chandler.
Chandler, like in this wing of the hospital?
Yes.
Holy moly, this is an honor.
Well, the honor is mine. It's people like you that have earned this wing its reputation.
Well, I wish everybody had your respect for my work and hard work.
Well, I hate to interfere in your work, but a reporter from one of my newspapers told me that I should come in and check on your research.
Oh, cutting edge stuff, sir.
Yeah, really? I'd love to hear more. You know what? I'm particularly interested in this stem cell therapy.
Oh, well, this is the nerve center, sir. That door leads into the room where the stem cell samples are kept in a cryogenically frozen state.
Uh-huh. What about the test?
Oh, well, this computer, I call it Lucy.
Yeah.
This is where we keep the personal information on the test cell donors and the stem cell donors. Okay, for example, I just got a stat order. That means a rush, right, to run a DNA test on one of the donors. Now, I'm almost done putting in all the relevant information, and when Lucille processes it, then the testing will begin.
That's fantastic. You know, I would love to call one of my reporters and photographer right now, have them come over here. Or would that be possible? They wouldn't interfere. They would just observe and ask a couple of questions.
So, will my picture be in the paper?
Oh, absolutely. Listen, while I'm making the phone call, why don't you go freshen up a bit? You have a little pudding.
Oh, I'll be right back.
You are so predictable. Give it up, Adam. You're busted.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
All My Children.
I have feelings for Haley. I feel like I just can't run away from it.
What are you doing? I'm getting you a get-out-of-jail-free card. Adam's days of controlling his children are over.
You're coming with me whether you like it or not.
I need your help.
Chat with All My Children's Cameron Matheson tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC.com, part of the Go Network.